So yesterday was rough, but we are back. I have unpacked a bit more, and we can do this for real today. Hello, hello. Welcome and welcome back to T is for Temidayo. It is 11:19 p.m. Today is January 20th, 2026. I know yesterday was also January 20th, 2026, but it was like 23 hours ago. So we're here. Today is day 51 of 365 days of tea for me. Let's get started. So, as you can see, we've got our disposable gloves on because I'm still unpacking from Chicago. It's going to take me probably another day or so just to have everything unpacked. I showered this evening just to reset my skin. It felt so good to be using my regular soap. I have like travel soap and I have regular soap. Oh, my skin misses the African black soap that I'm using. So we're back. We've got our two pumps. Here we go. That's one and two. And as you can tell by the number of gloves I have on, we are doing my shoulders today. And the fact that I've rolled up my sleeves. So there we go. Now again, I don't usually do my shoulders because I find like having that surface area really makes me like happy on my lower body. Um, so I feel like the shoulders is like not a lot of surface area. But we're gonna do what we gotta do. We're gonna do it just enough to like where the t-shirt would land. You can do it on the underside as well, since this area is not very big. One more pass on each side, just to make sure we get it all. Get in between the fingers, because sometimes the gel likes to sneak in there. Same thing on this side. And we're done. Woo! All right, so one of the things that I was thinking about was like, I had seen this lovely info cartoon graphic slideshow situation that another creator had made. And they had posted to their Instagram. Unfortunately, I don't remember the name of that creator. But I think I have a screenshot, so maybe I can find it. And if I do, I can put it in the description. But essentially, he was talking about like the things that happened to him at different timestamps of his first year on T. And I was like, oh, I would love to do that as like a predictor of like, what do I think is gonna happen within this first 365 days of tea for me. So we'll start with what's already happened. First thing, my voice is getting deeper. That just is the way it is. My chest voice is warmer. My head voice is still there, thankfully. But it's definitely like this is where I'm sitting at now, and I'm sure if I listen to some of the previous videos, it's just like higher right off the bat. What else has happened? We've experienced a little bit of front bottom growth. We have the accompanying acne. It's been hard, y'all. The acne has been hard. I'm so used to being like, okay, yeah, I'm bleeding, I'm done bleeding. I get a little bit of pimples and then it's done. Now it's like, oh, it feels like that phase of my 28-day cycle, but for the entire 28 days now, which is no bueno. But it is what it is. It comes with the territory. So, the acne, the voice, the bottom growth. I think that's majorly like the three changes that I've witnessed thus far. What I think is going to happen when. So this creator said that they started to see their Adam's apple starting to develop around 8 months. Mind you, we started this December 1st. So we're looking more at like a month and 3 weeks. We'll be essentially officially a month and 3 weeks tomorrow, January 21st. So yeah, we got a long way to go to get to 8 months. What else do I think is gonna happen though? I think I'm gonna start getting body hair probably around like 5 months. Leg hair, I literally have like no leg hair. I don't know if you all can see, but it just like doesn't really grow on my legs at all. This is literally like I haven't shaven since like literally like 2013. So, and it's 2026 and I don't have leg hair at all. So that's going to be an interesting change if that does end up happening to me around 5 months. We'll see if this comes, excuse me, around 8 months. What else? I hope this stays intact forever. I hope to never experience the hairline receding. I think that would make me question a lot of things. I think I would literally like be tempted to get on a plane and go to Turkey to get a hair transplant because this has to stay. It has to stay. I'm not doing nothing else. No. I think then we would also get this maybe in the 5-6 month range. Again, I'm like not a fan. When that comes, I'm gonna hit up my community to be like, what are you guys doing to get rid of it? What else? What else is changing? I hear these get flatter, like your chest starts to deflate a little bit, but I think that takes a couple of years. So we're gonna see what happens at the end of 365 days. Maybe we'll do like a little bit of a test to check the measurements of like where it's at now, and then where it could end up. I was like palpating the other day and I was like, it honestly feels like it might have gotten bigger, which is crazy. But it also might be as a result of like the fact that I was doing a lot of exercise, and so I just have some like residual muscle that is pushing them out a little bit. It is what it is. What else? I would love for my eyebrows and eyelashes to get longer. I don't know if that's a real thing that happens, but it'd be fierce. And if that could happen like in the next couple of months, that would be fab. What else? Moving down, moving down. This might get a little bit wider. I'm not sure. I've seen some pictures. It doesn't look like that changes very much, or like the changes are very noticeable. I've also seen like these might get a little bit bigger, but again, we'll see if that actually happens. Going down, going down, going down, going down, going down. This broadens, I've heard, but I already have a pretty broad structure to begin with. So I don't anticipate that to be like a big change. And I would say that that would probably take like maybe a year and a half. So we'll actually see how much we get past in 365 days. What else? Oh, I've heard the waist gets a little bit like wider. Right now, this is kind of where we're clocked at. This is fairly, I'm like squeezing it pretty tight in the back. So we'll see if that actually like starts to straighten out here and then like these start to narrow in a little bit. Right now, I see like before we started, I was like maybe like a 27, 28. And then these were like a 36, fluctuating pretty heavily between like 36 and a 40. So we'll see like what that ratio is giving as well. And then we already talked about the body hair. That creator also said that their calves got bigger, and I'm like, were they exercising or was it just like muscle placement? And then for the hands, we'll see too if those start to broaden. I've always had like pretty long, thin fingers, so we'll see like what it's giving. And I think that would probably be around like the 6 or 7 month mark. So yeah, we'll see. I feel like it's still very early days for it all, but I'm like, with these predictions in mind, I think it'll be nice to be like, what actually ended up happening when. Yeah, I'm like looking forward to it, and I'm also like, again, this body hair, but we're gonna cross those bridges when we get there. Yeah, I feel a little bit better. A shower will really do it sometimes. A shower, shout out to a shower. My partner yesterday was like, maybe you should shower. And I was just like, I'm so tired from all the travel. I really don't have the energy to even get in the shower and like stand for 20 minutes. But I'm feeling better now. Feeling more taken care of now. I like made myself lunch and dinner today, so I've had 2 home-cooked meals in my apartment with all of my spices and all of my stuff, and it felt really good to just like eat slow and take my time today. So tomorrow hopefully we'll be able to like add, a little bit more homecoming energy back to where we are. And yeah, it feels good to be home. Little by little, it feels good to be home. And I'm about to go to sleep because it's almost 11:30. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching Teas for Temidayo. Tune in tomorrow for another day of 365 days of tea for me. I love you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.